Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Titans and the Bears, next on EA Sports.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Here we go, son.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They'll run with Herbert. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. Pushes him over. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 58 yards. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hand off right side for Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks have told us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Traylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run wide side with Henry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 13 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff for Herbert. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's a give to Herbert. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Bears 3.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him. But at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run here with Foreman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now Bajan to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colin Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the rookie 3rd rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. He'll get that complete to Dell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. It's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is fielded at the 7. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Bajan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. To throw is Bajan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They run it on first with Foreman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Bajan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
6-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Foreman takes it, headed right. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing now, Bajan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they've got a home run hitter in the backfield that can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now they go screen, it's complete. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's Bajan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Bajan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Levis out of the shotgun now. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's to the tight end, Wiley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Levis looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First week of the preseason, probably not to pass the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Levis to throw off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Off the play fake, Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Levis going back to the air. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Wiley from 6 yards away. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Godden. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Levis back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left goes Jones. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Bajan to throw. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Foreman powering ahead. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to
touchdown! Mercedes Lewis from 3 yards out, and the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's back to an 8-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Levis. He's got the connection to Moore. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a give to Spears. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again to Haskins up the middle. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, they'll stick with Haskins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the carry, it's Chestnut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Levis now on 2nd down. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Chicago offense set to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bajan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39. That one goes for 24 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give to Foreman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw is Bajan. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Lewis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. This drive starts with a Haskins carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Able to find Dowell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Levis to throw it. He'll get that complete to Dowell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run here with Chestnut. Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Levis from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Levis sets up to throw here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Deontay Foreman and his offense back out there. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah, I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run this with Homer. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Bajan. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. This is Homer. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They run it on first with Foreman, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down on the play by Chance Campbell. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third down, here's Foreman.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Throwing now, Bajan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Hassan Haskins, 75 yards. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Going on the ground with Homer. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Bajan. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Bajan. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Foreman will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now the point after try for Santos. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Hassan Haskins set to head back out for another drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Handoff now, it's Haskins. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Hassan Haskins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now back to throw. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second and 4. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. Now Bajan to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Foreman powering ahead. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Second and a couple. Another run for Haskins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need 2. Here's third down. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
This 2nd and 4. A give to Haskins up the middle. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And here's the give to Haskins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's all like popcorn. Come on now. Scott, ready?
This is Haskins. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Levis. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Levis takes a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top